E.N.D here. If you are familiar with the Chinese zodiac, you know that each year is assigned to a particular animal. There is a cycle of 12 animals, and each year the Chinese zodiac assigned an animal, and this year 2019 is considered to be the year of the pig. If Magic the Gathering was part or did part of the Chinese zodiac, 2019 will be the year of the band. Yes, it is the year of the band. What happened last week with the last card banned in standard, that is Field of the Dead, with that card we saw in 2019 a series of banned cards in any format. Let's see together all cards that have been banned in 2019. The first one was the first announcement, obviously, January 21st, 2019. Cracklen Ironworks is banned in Modern. Cracklen Ironworks was part of a particular deck, very strong deck, that was dominating standard at that time. It was very difficult to play against. It was very difficult even to understand how the deck was played and also how the deck was operating, and the card was immediately banned from Modern. There was a large cry because Cracklen Ironworks decks were very popular at that time. Even the combo was not that easy to understand what was happening, and therefore the card was banned in Modern. There are more bans. This is the first ban of a series of bans in 2019. Next one. February 14th, St. Valentine's Day. On St. Valentine's Day, what Wizards of the Coast banned? They banned Nexus of Fate in Arena. This card, yes, it is an annoying card. It was very difficult and it was a long play if this card was being played in Arena, especially with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. This card was banned in Arena in best of 1. You can still play this card in Arena in best of 3, but during best of 1 you couldn't play this card. Also, this card was not banned in standard, was only banned on Arena best of 1. May 20th. Pauper saw 3 banned cards. First card was Gush. Gush was banned in Pauper. Second card is Gitaxian Probe. Gitaxian Probe is already a card banned in Modern and was also banned in Pauper. Third card, Days. Days was banned in Pauper. This was May 20th. There is more. July 8th. July 8, 2019, Bridge from Below is banned in Modern. At that time, Vengevine decks were going very good, were performing very well. They were dominating Modern, and something had to be done. Bridge from Below was banned only to make those decks less powerful. But unfortunately, a new card was added to that deck, and we'll talk about that card in a couple of seconds. Because in July 8, we had also some Commander banned cards. Paradox Engine was banned in Commander. This is a very good performing card in Commander, and this card was banned. Iona Shield of Emeria was also banned in Commander, but at least Painter's Servant was unbanned. This all happened July 8. August 26, I think this was a big announcement, and I was referring to this particular ban when I was talking about banning Bridge from the Below. Vengevine deck was very strong at the time with Bridge from Below. They banned Bridge from Below, but because Modern Horizon gave us a very strong card, that was Hogak, Erasin, Necropolis, and that card made that deck more and more powerful even without Bridge from Below. August 26, 2019, we saw Hogak, Fateless Looting, Stone banned, Stonefort Mystic unbanned. Also, there were some more bans and restriction and unbanned. Let's see what happened. Hawkeye erased in Necropolis, banned in Modern, and this ended the Vengevine or Hawkeye decks. Faithless Looting, banned in Modern. A lot of people didn't expect this card to be banned. Stoneforge Mystic, this was unbanned in Modern, and we saw a big spike in price for this card after the unban. Rampaging Feriston, this card was unbanned only to try and mitigate Field of the Dead, multiple zombie creations. Karn the Grey Creator, this was restricted in Vintage. Mystic Forge, restricted. I think it was Legacy in Vintage. Yes, it was Vintage, I'm sorry. Restricted in Vintage. Mystic Forge, restricted in Vintage. Mental Misstep, restricted in Vintage. Fuzzbond, unrestricted in Vintage. You can see that during this particular announcement we saw a lot of restriction, a lot of bans, and I think it was a very massive E.N.D announcement. Golgari Gravefloor also restricted in Vintage. October 21st, so this is the last announcement that we saw banned cards. Field of the Dead is banned in Standard. Akrum's Astrolabe is banned in Pauper. Field of the Dead, the last card banned in 2019. And Akrum's Astrolabe, this was banned also in Pauper. This was the last announcement, October 21st. It happened a week ago. But there is something more. Let me show you something more. Because you tell me, okay, no more bans this year. No. Pioneer, the new format in Magic the Gathering, we have already banned cards in Pioneer. And for Pioneer, we know that the 5 fetch lands from Khans of Tarkir, these 5 lands are banned in Pioneer. This is the last banned set of cards banned in Magic the Gathering for 2019. We still have November and December, and I think more bans will come in the next 2 months. Let's see if 2019 will truly be the year of the bans. Can leave me a comment below if you think I never saw a year like 2019 with so much bans in all these formats. Can leave me a comment below if you don't, or you think there is another year that was so much heavy with E.N.D announcement. And here there is a subscription button. Subscribe for my channel for more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible web.